Yo, what's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another Destiny video. And in this video, I wanted to put together a guide to explain what you need to do to get your light up fast so that you can hit that 280 to 290 mark, in turn meaning you're the right level for endgame activities, such as Nightfalls, and more importantly, for the raid on Friday. If you do find this helpful and you enjoy this video, then it'd be amazing if you could drop a like and share this video with anyone that is struggling to level up. Now to begin with, as a super quick recap, light is now an average of your attack and defense, meaning all the items on your character screen matter. Weapons, armor, your ghost, class item, and even your relic. So when gearing up, you need to keep every single one of these in mind. To begin with, the fastest way to get some free and easy legendary items would be from your faction vendors. They now have a material exchange option, and exchanging these materials gives you reputation. If you burn through some of these items and you cause your faction to rank up, then you get a package, and that package will contain a guaranteed legendary item. It could be a weapon, or it could be armor, but either way, chances are it's better than what you have now. I'd honestly only recommend doing this with Motes of Light because while you may think you have loads of weapon parts or spare materials, you'll likely find that you want to use those in the future, so motes are the most dispensable material at the moment. It's also worth noting that you might not want to do this straight away. The rewards you get from packages seem to somewhat reflect your existing level, so if you burn all your motes too early, then you'll find your rewards might not last you quite as long. Now once you've done that, the next best thing is to take part in the daily activities. That's the Heroic Story mission and the daily Crucible match. These will then give you legendary marks, and it's at this point you actually want to begin stockpiling these marks. If you see my guide I put up yesterday on how to get legendary marks, then you should already know the various sources, but if not, I'll leave a link to it in the description box down below. You want to begin collecting marks because for 75 of them, you can buy a piece of armor from either the Vanguard, Crucible, or faction vendors, and these have 280 defense, which is pretty good. And a full set of that would obviously push you up quite considerably, but the chances of you getting a full set are quite slim. You won't have enough marks to buy all the pieces, so just grab what you can and move on. Ultimately, you want to get yourself to around 260 light, so that you can begin grinding the Vanguard Heroic Strike playlist. Because from this, you'll get a ton of engrams and rewards, and you'll find that the rare blue armor drops you get are often better than any legendary items you currently hold. Plus, the longer you stick around in the playlist, the better the rewards, thanks to the Vanguard Streak bonus that increased your Vanguard reputation and drop chances for legendaries in strikes. But if you do go to orbit at any time, you do lose that streak, so do bear that in mind, it does pay to stick around for quite a while. Also, something else to note when decoding engrams. If you come back from a serious strike session and you're full with engrams, don't do what I did and have the Cryptarch decode them all at once. See, the gear that you get out of engrams takes your current level into account to help determine what level the items will be. So for example, let's say you're light 260 and you decode 20 engrams. They'll all be decoded based on your level at that time. However, if you decode them one by one, being sure to replace the pieces of gear if you get anything better, that'll mean that by the time you get to the end of the stack, you'll have a better chance of a higher leveled item, assuming that the pieces you've decrypted thus far have increased your level. Outside of that, once you're high enough, I'd say around light 265 plus, then you can also do the Nightfall for a chance at either an exotic or another legendary. Now with all of this in mind, the other important thing is infusion. You may well be, say, the type of person that uses sniper rifles. However, if you get a more powerful shotgun with worse perks but better stats, don't simply dismantle it. Instead, infuse it. If you infuse the more powerful weapon into the lesser weapon, you'll then increase its stats and in turn bump up your light level. Also, another tip when it comes to infusion, let's say for example you have an item that is say 240 light. Don't go and infuse it straight away with something that is say 280 or 290, because it seems that it only goes part the way. You're better off infusing it with say an item that's like 260 to bump it up a bit before you use the more powerful weapon. Basically, it seems that infusion works in stages, so try and jump it up in small thresholds using the items you have, rather than wasting a potentially powerful item and not getting the complete gain. With all of that done, you can also complete any outstanding missions because some of them do reward you with armor and weapons. A lot of the time I've found they're not quite as good as what I'm currently wearing, but there have been a couple of situations where they replace some of my existing items. But beyond that, you simply need to keep on grinding and swapping out parts until you get where you need to be. Right now, as it stands, I'm level 40 with 285 light, or 284 if I carry my sword. Ideally, you're going to want to be around 290 for the raid, so I've still got a little bit more work to do tomorrow, but that, my friends, is your guide on how to get your light level up as fast as possible. Also, while I'm here, take a look at this really cool chest piece. It's no longer good enough for me to wear, but it looks like a really cool version of the Vault of Glass Hunter chest. I really do wish I could keep that around. But anyway, that's not important. If you guys do have any questions, then by all means let me know in the comments down below. But aside from that, thank you very much for watching. Take it easy, catch you next time, peace out.